What's up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with 10 minutes of news from Taiwan and around the world. On a state visit to Taiwan, Guatemalan President Alejandro Giammattei has given strong backing to Taiwan. As Rick Liao reports, it's good news for Taiwan as it looks to shore up its official diplomatic relationships.
Here at the presidential office in the capital Taipei, President Taiwan has rolled out the red carpet for a rare visit from a head of state. Alejandro Giammattei, president of Guatemala, is here to reinforce diplomatic ties as they're put under pressure from Beijing. Guatemala is one of just 13 countries to officially recognize Taiwan's sovereignty. Giammattei referred to the country in Spanish as the Republic of Taiwan, rather than its official name, the Republic of China.
Hoy he vuelto con la misma empatía que se traduce en un sentido mensaje de solidaridad y compromiso con la soberanía e integridad territorial de la República de Taiwán.
China views Taiwan as one of its own provinces and says it has no right to act like a sovereign state. Any recognition of Taiwan as a country comes with repercussions from China. And as more countries flip to Beijing, Taiwan sees it as an increasingly important partner in the region. Beijing has slammed Giammattei's visit, urging Guatemala to switch ties to China, a major trading partner. Last month, Central American country Honduras switched recognition from Taipei to Beijing after failing to get $2.5 billion from Taiwan that it asked for in aid. China has been known to offer what's been called dollar diplomacy, large sums of investment and aid in exchange for cutting ties with Taiwan. The Guatemala delegation has said they are not here for free money from Taiwan, but are looking for long-term investments. Guatemala is now one of just 2 official Taiwanese allies in Central America. The pomp and pageantry here is part of keen diplomatic efforts to maintain that friendship and fend off Beijing's attempts to isolate Taiwan internationally. Rick Yi and Rick Liao in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Paraguayan presidential candidate Efren Alegre says that his country's relationship with Taiwan should be equal in effort. Here's what he said at a press conference on Monday.
Nuestra prioridad es el interés nacional. Y en ese sentido, yendo a tu pregunta puntual de Taiwán, estamos diciendo hace tiempo que es una relación diferente al común de las relaciones que se tienen con los países.
Alegre is from Paraguay's main opposition party and has pledged to cut ties with Taiwan if he becomes president. The country will head to the polls at the end of April. Paraguay is one of only 13 nations to maintain official diplomatic relations with Taiwan. These countries are often pressured by China, which sees Taiwan as part of its own territory, to switch official ties from Taipei to Beijing. In the United States, U.S. President Joe Biden has just announced he's running for a second term. Biden, a Democrat, was first elected as president of the United States in 2020, beating former President Donald Trump. Biden announced his bid through a video early Tuesday morning. He says he is running to fight against Republican extremism and restore the nation's character. Taiwan's defense ministry is tracking one of China's aircraft carriers that is sailing close to the country. The Shandong was last spotted around 120 nautical miles away from Taiwan's southeast coast. The ship is coming back from military exercises in the Pacific that started in early April. Those were launched in response to Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen meeting with U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy in California. The military says it is monitoring the situation. Taiwan is on the verge of becoming a super-aged society. That means soon 20% of the country's people will be older than 65. There's now a push for more support for senior citizens. And one neighborhood chief in Taipei is taking things a step further, hosting a class for his community's older residents on, of all things, AI. Joyce Zheng reports.
These Taiwanese seniors are learning how to use a chatbot. It's a free class offered by a Taipei neighborhood chief for anyone in his community over 60 years old. Classes like these are regularly offered here to teach older community members new skills and help them stay self-sufficient. Even the neighborhood chief himself is sitting in. There are also more physical activities, like this one involving a stress ball.
So what does AI and this exercise ball have in common? Not much, but this class in Taipei are putting them together to exercise the minds and bodies of these elders.
According to the National Development Council, by 2025, Taiwan will be a super-aged society. That means soon 1 in every 5 people will be over 65. Like its East Asian neighbors, Japan and South Korea, birth rates here are critically low, and life expectancy is only getting higher. With the ratio of dependents to the working population also on the rise, Taiwanese officials want to provide more resources for the country's seniors. And for this community in Taipei, Chatbot 101 is just the first step. To make the tech less daunting, the volunteer teacher says he humanizes the process, telling students to chat with the bot as they would a friend, but in simple language that even a child would understand. And as answers loaded, the teacher told the seniors to give the bot a moment to think. He's found it an effective strategy.
ChatGPT 有你想象的难吗？
不会，很简单。
你问他什么，他都可以跟你回答。我觉得非常方便。
For these seniors, learning how to talk to a chatbot is a way to help them stay in the know. And classes like these also help seniors keep their fitness and spirits up, encouraging them to learn more about the changing world together. Andy Xue and Joyce Zhen for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's Pandemic Response Task Force is to close down later this week. The Central Epidemic Command Center, or CECC, was activated in January 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The center was responsible for crafting Taiwan's response to the virus for nearly 1,200 days. At one point, it gave daily briefings that made the then Health Minister Chen Shizong one of the most familiar faces in the country, even while he was wearing a mask. The center says it will give a final press conference on Thursday. In Africa, Cameroon is home to the world's largest frog species, but it's under threat. Now the government there is trying to get people to stop hunting the frogs. Eric Gao reports.
This is Andre Nakoti. He's on the lookout for Goliath frogs. Nakoti's been hunting these creatures for decades, but they're a lot harder to find now.
2003, when I enter here, I enter for school day. I want this for years old. I don't catch like a van. You get plenty.
Goliath frogs are the biggest frog species in the world. They can grow up to 32 centimeters long and weigh over 3 kilograms. They're a major source of income for hunters like Nakoti, who could sell them for up to $10 US.
We manage our life. Right now, so I get my 2 picking where they're there for college. Now this money for make me I send them for school.
But the Goliath frog is endangered because of overhunting and habitat loss. The Cameroon government has stepped in to protect the frogs. Now Nakoti looks for frogs not to sell them, but to help study them. He works with a conservation group to learn more about the Goliaths and their environment. They also explain to other people that hunting frogs is not allowed anymore.
You know, get law. Government is look at the grenu. Say me no finish. So now the thing that with me, I tell people them what they do for the village.
To make up for the loss of frog income, conservationists have come up with other programs to help people make money. But they worry that stricter rules will be needed to keep these giants safe. Devin Tsai and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of massive flocks of migratory birds gathering in China's Liaoning province. I'm Leslie Liao. Take care and see you next time.